Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Somewhere in Queens. I have to say, I've had this on my list, been waiting for it to come out. It's on Amazon Prime right now. It has Ray Romano, Laurie Metcalf are in it, and I don't know what else. But something drew me to this movie, and I've had it on my watch list. Really quick, if you're an IMDb subscriber, you know, not that you have to pay, but and you have a watch list, turn on notifications. I've never done this before. You get notified when your movie, you know, has a trailer come out, but whatever, I watch everything at home, and it says it's now streaming. And like, I guess I never had them on before. I just turned them on. I'm like, oh, it's now streaming. So, little tip for you if you haven't been doing that. 7.4 on IMDb, but only 576 people rated it so far. For some reason, I thought this was more popular. It flew underneath the radar, I guess. It's been on my list, and it's about an Italian-American family living in Queens. Obviously, Ray Romano and his wife there, Laurie Metcalf, and their son starts to do well in basketball. And it seems like Ray Romano starts to tear the family apart by trying to make him a superstar, something like that. That's the way IMDb reads. That's not what I remember from the preview or the thing I saw on Facebook or wherever I got this from. So, I don't know, hour and 45 minutes, I don't know if I told you that. I'm mildly excited and intrigued about this movie, so that's enough for me to watch it, right? So, enough for you to tune in and see what I think. So, stick around. I'll try and be concise, but hey, throwing in helpful tips, you know, I can't help but elongate my talking. Alright, that's it. I'll be back. Hey everybody, I want to do a quick check-in. We're watching Somewhere in Queens. We're at the 56-minute, 24-second mark. So, it's a little bit deeper than what IMDb says, and I can see maybe where I was going when I saw the trailer or whatever I saw about this. But, it starts off, they have a son, so Ray Romano and his wife, they have a son who's 18, senior in high school. Very quiet, reserved, afraid to go out, not afraid to go out in public, but, you know, shy. Not very outgoing. Keeps himself. Good boy. Whatever. And he's playing basketball, and he's actually really good for their school. Now, he's not like Division I good, but good enough that he might be able to go to another school. But that's never brought up. Well, meanwhile, he starts having a girlfriend on the side. And, you know, the father gets excited about the fact that he has an opportunity to earn a scholarship to a school, but he's got to try out because he was too late getting recruited, all that fun stuff. But the girl situation's kind of messing with this kid who's kind of like a, you know, like a young flower, if you will. So that's the whole, you know, story that we're at right now. Now there's other sides of it, you know. Ray Romano's family, like Italian-American family. His father owns a construction business where his brother is the foreman. He's a part of that. His wife is a cancer survivor, you know, and then it's all the, you know, the Italian-American kind of culture going on and stuff like that, the big dinners and with all the family yelling at each other and eating and the big weddings and stuff like that. So all that is wrapped up in the first 56 minutes of this. Very, very interesting. It's gonna be, we'll see where it goes, because you can see some things that are starting to happen that could, you know, lead to a different path, if you will. I won't go into that detail, but right now, a lot of interesting things that I like about it. At first, I was like, you know, it starts out with an Italian song talking about the soundtrack, and then it starts to get into another song. Then I was like, oh, this is kind of a good soundtrack. But then, as it continues throughout the movie, it's more slow, kind of folk rock, I guess, is what I'm getting at. Like a almost not Van Morrison, but like a Van Morrison type. Like, and at first I was like, oh, you know, this is cool, but it keeps going. So it's, I'm not sure yet about the soundtrack, but the storyline, the acting, and the ambiance of the entire film so far, I enjoy. So we'll see what happens. Stick around. I'll be back. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Somewhere in Queens, and I'll start off by saying, if you've seen any of my other reviews, you know, just a couple of them that are out there, where I talk about, you know, being emotionally tied to characters, and I don't know if it's depth or whatever it is that you know, you really feel for the character. You want that emotion. And there's movies that take 2.5 hours, and they put all this backstory in, but there's something always missing. This one was 1 hour and 45 minutes, and I tell you what, I felt, I shouldn't say you were, I was, like, emotionally tied to the characters, you know, to the father, Ray Romano, who would do anything to help his kid and wants to have the best for him, and he wants him not to be like him, in a sense, you know, he don't want him to live his life. But then also the son side of it, and what he struggles with, and you know, what he wants to do in his own life, and forge his own path, kind of stuff, and the relationship that he goes through. I wasn't emotionally connected to the mother as much, but again, come to the end of this movie, I was like, wow, you know, it worked, and it's something they do, director, writing, whatever it is. And they pull you in. Some people have that knack, these people who make these movies. Some do not, and they spend more time in the weeds trying to get you there. There's not a lot of weeds, I don't think, in this. I mean, there's enough, but it works. So, it's a movie about family, American Italian, as I've mentioned many, many times, a father and son, and you know, everything in between. With really good acting, Ray Romano. I mean, I liked him. What was it? What was that? What, Everybody Loves Raymond, you know? But he's not that. I mean, of course he's Ray Romano. Everybody knows who he is, and he's got that side to him. But he's a completely different character. You know, he plays more of a, I don't want to say broken down father who's, you know, been through a lot kind of thing, and just continuing to get by. And then this kid, who I don't even know what his name is, you know, he plays his role extremely well. I don't know, you know, what else he's been in, but if I can get his name, I'll share it. But oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I can't find it. I really enjoyed this movie. It was worth, and I also have the father side of things. I am a father, and I would hopefully think that I would do whatever I could for my kids. Would I make the same decisions? I don't know. But am I in the same situation? I would want the same outcome, I can tell you that, as Ray Romano in this one. So, alright, that's enough from me. I'm trying to keep it close and tight, but good acting, good storyline, keeps you emotionally connected, about family. Check it out. It's worth a watch if you're interested in that kind of thing. If you're not, if you're looking for a next action flick, or, I mean, there's comedy in this. But it's not a true comedy anyway. If you're looking for that, check it out. If not, at least you listen to me. So I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.